It's deadline day and Arsenal are set to be busy. With the injury to Thomas Partey and his backup Mohamed Elneny, Arsenal look to sign a new midfielder from Brazil. The Gunners have also continued their perfect start to the season, beating Aston Villa 2-1. There were some standout performances, so let's break it down and look at 5 things we learned from Arsenal 2, Villa 1. Yo, what is going on guys? My name is C19 and welcome back to your boys channel. Hope you guys are doing amazing as always. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are on that road to 300 subscribers. If you'd also like to follow my social media, I am an Arsenal content creator. The links will be down in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Let's get into the Arsenal news. Starting with the Arsenal transfer news, and let's kick off with the departures. According to Fabrizio Romano, Ainsley Maitland will become a new Southampton player later today. The medical has been scheduled, contracts to be extended until 2024 with Arsenal, and then it will be a loan with a buy option. So that is the departure of Ainsley Maitland to Southampton. It is a loan with an option to buy. I think Southampton are most likely to activate that if he does well on this loan deal. Otherwise, he will probably be moved on in another window because I don't see him as part of Arteta's plans. We will just have to wait and see what develops with that. Now let's focus on the incomings. We've had key injuries to players like Zinchenko, Partey and Elneny. Zinchenko's one is a minor injury and he could have played yesterday against Aston Villa, but I guess that was a precaution. But the major injuries now are to Thomas Partey and Mohamed Elneny. Although Sambi Lokonga did very well against Aston Villa yesterday, which we will get onto later in the video, I still think Arsenal needs to go out and buy a midfielder, and I think Mikel Arteta agrees with me. Because when he was asked, he said, "We are a bit short in midfield, we are looking at options in the market. If the right player is available and we can do it, we will try." So if the right player is available, Arsenal will push and try to sign him, confirmed by Mikel Arteta. Now, could that right player be Palmeiras' Danilo? Well, according to Sami Mokbel, Arsenal are working on a deal for Palmeiras midfielder Danilo ahead of tomorrow's deadline. 21 years of age, a defensive midfielder who is very good at ball progressing, a player who can play as a number 6 and a number 8 as well, but his major position is a number 6. So how interested are Arsenal in this deal? Well, according to a Tier 1 Brazilian source, Arsenal have made a £20 million bid for Palmeiras midfielder Danilo. However, the offer will be rejected and Arsenal will be told to pay his €100 million release clause. So you will agree with me that there is next to no chance that Arsenal pay €100 million for Danilo. In terms of their valuation, they have made a £20 million bid and potentially rising to £25-30 million. I don't think Arsenal will go over that. So since £100 million is what Palmeiras might want, and I don't think Arsenal will pay it, could they be going after Aston Villa midfielder Douglas Luiz? According to Thiago Fernandes, Aston Villa won't put much effort into keeping Douglas Luiz if an offer arrives. They're prepared to accept an offer between 12 to 15 million euros for him ahead of tomorrow's deadline day. In terms of Douglas Luiz, he's a defensive midfielder. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's played under Mikel Arteta during his time at Manchester City, and he's not going to be too expensive. This is a transfer that I could see gathering a lot of pace, especially when we get further into the video. And in terms of Douglas Luiz himself, he was seen having a secret conversation with Gabriel Jesus after the game yesterday. So the midfield targets have been identified. I would like to know you guys' opinions. Which of those two players would you like to see Arsenal go after? So the DM has been confirmed. Now, remember Arsenal were actually going after a box-to-box midfielder, and their main target in that position was Leicester City's Youri Tielemans. Well, now, according to Keith Downey of Sky Sports, Youri Tielemans is available if a club meets Leicester's asking price before the deadline day, namely £25 million. So as I said earlier in the window, the waiting game has worked. Leicester have now lowered their valuation and it looks like they are now dancing to Edu's tune. So I expect Arsenal to complete this deal. They've already agreed personal terms. I expect them to drop the £25 million and bring Youri Tielemans to the Emirates. Let's hope this is a signing that we see completed in the next hours, because this is actually deadline day. There is no more time to waste. Edu Gaspar, get in your office, get these signings done, and bring these players to the Emirates Stadium. Well, moving on now to the white targets, and there is some interesting news coming out from Fabrizio Romano. As he said, Arsenal have not opened talks with Shakhtar for Mykhailo Mudryk. Arsenal follow Mudryk and has had contacts with the player side, but there is no bid or any advanced negotiation. Brentford also wants him, but talks with Shakhtar are very complicated. So there is a huge possibility that Arsenal go out of this window without signing a wide forward. But we do have Marquinhos, who has balled out for the under-21s, playing well, scoring and assisting for fun. And Mikel Arteta said earlier in the window that he will not go out on loan. They will try to develop him in the best way possible. So hopefully whenever he gets a chance, whether it's in the Europa League or the League Cup, he shows us what he's made of. And the only thing we can say right now is good luck to Marquinhos. Moving on to the 5 things we learned section, and starting off, number 1, we've got Sambi has stepped up. Thomas Partey, Mohamed Elneny, Zinchenko all out for this game, so up stepped Mr. Sambi Lokonga. Playing in that number 6 role, I have said many times on my Twitter, on all my social media, on YouTube as well, I see Sambi as more of a box-to-box midfielder, and I don't think he does very well in the number 6. Well, Sambi has shot me up. He played very well. He was playing things simple. He won 100% of his grand duels. He was controlling the game for Arsenal alongside Granit Xhaka. And honestly, with that performance, we could actually be looking at Sambi Lokonga playing more games as a number 6. He proved that he could do it. He proved he has the physicality to do it. And today he showed more intelligence than he showed last season, meaning he's obviously maturing. But I would like to know what you guys have made of this Sambi Lokonga performance. Do you think he should play more games as a number 6? Or are you still on my side thinking he is more of a box-to-box midfielder? Let me know down in the comments below. The second thing we've learned is that Granit Xhaka is essential. Football fans are very quick to throw around terms like underrated, undervalued. But I am telling you guys, Granit Xhaka is underrated. His performance today was brilliant. He helped out Sambi Lokonga. I think he's one of the main reasons why Sambi wasn't looking out of position playing in that number 6 role. He was making runs from box to box. He was picking up balls, progressing the ball. Granit Xhaka made runs into box. It was his shot that actually helped Gabriel Jesus get his goal. Where Granit Xhaka shot the ball, he was there again, once in the box. Shot, the keeper parries it out, and Gabriel Jesus is there to smash it home. Granit Xhaka's role in this team is actually quite underrated. Third thing we have to talk about, I don't like to talk about it, but that is the refs and VAR have struck again. Yes, there was the Douglas Luiz goal, which I will talk about, but one thing I think we should pay more attention to is what happened in the early stages of the game. Tyrone Mings has his arms around Saka, lifts him off the ground and throws him down on the floor, and the ref doesn't even have a look at it. VAR do not give it. I do not understand how this is not a penalty. I don't understand how he's gotten away with that without even getting sent off or even a yellow card. But it is Arsenal, they love to cheat us. These referees have an agenda against us. And I am very sure if that was Gabriel rough-handling someone like Oli Watkins, he would have been sent off, Arsenal would have been given a penalty, and we probably would have been fined for trying to argue with the referee. And now let's get on to the part where a lot of Arsenal fans were fuming about. The Douglas Luiz goal directly from a corner. People say Ramsdale should have done a lot more. But what can the keeper actually do when you have a player wrapping his arms around him, preventing him from moving? VAR had a look at it, and I do not understand how this was not ruled out. But let me tell you something, if Douglas Luiz signs for Arsenal, and he does that and he flies into the top corner, I can bet you that they will rule out the goal for what? Rough handling the keeper or whatever. You have to cast your mind back to 2 seasons ago, where Arsenal scored. Granit Xhaka was not even holding the keeper or anything, he was just in front of the keeper, had his hands a little bit out of position. I can agree with that. And that goal was ruled out by VAR. So that was a player just having his hand across the keeper. He has his hands wrapped around the keeper, preventing the keeper from moving, and the goal was still given. Of course, Arsenal ultimately won this game, but I think this is something we need to look at. This happens every season, almost every game. Every other game, decisions are made against Arsenal. I don't like to rant about it, but this is something we obviously have to look at. Fourth thing, and that is small but mighty, Gabriel Jesus. Yes, he got yet another goal involvement for Arsenal. But the thing that stands out to me most in that performance was the fact he disturbed the backline up against a very physical, a very large defender like Tyrone Mings, who's 6'6". I would like to inform you guys that our very own striker, Gabriel Jesus, he might look small, but he bullied Tyrone Mings. He was running circles around him, he was getting very physical with him, and that is the type of performance you expect from your striker. And as I have said on this channel, when Arsenal go to tough away games like Anfield away, where strikers have to be very physical, have to be very dynamic at the centre-backs, I think Gabriel Jesus might just be Arsenal's jack in the box, Arsenal's key to unlocking defences who like to play the low block. You could also see the striker instinct in him poaching his goal home. Granit Xhaka shoots, the keeper deflected. Of course he's in the right place at the right time, and he smacks the ball into the back of the net. Fifth thing, and that is the Emirates is bouncing. Of course I wasn't at the game, but when you can hear a lot of noise through the TV, you need to know that the Emirates Stadium was making a whole lot of noise. The energy they were giving, the noise, the shouts, the joy in their faces, the celebration from the goal, the smiles all around the stadium. I think this is Arteta's Arsenal coming back. Of course, it's 5 wins out of 5. It's 15 points out of 15. We're playing very good football at the moment. It's only early days, but the joy is certainly there. And the joy has been restored to the Emirates Stadium. And that is the video there and there, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we are closing in on 300 subscribers. Stay tuned to my Instagram and my Twitter, as I will be giving you updates on these transfers, as well as what's going on with the club. So I will see you guys in the next one.